Well, if you've had the misfortune of looking on the internet in the year 2025, you have seen ads, probably thousands of them from telemedicine companies. Today, I'm going to tell you how the leading telemedicine company spends over $900 per new customer and how they can afford to do that. And it's not from you buying medication from them. My name is Robert. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. I am going to show you a feed from my Instagram account that I just screen recorded. I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and we're going to look at all of the ED advertisements that we see. So we're starting off with one right here. Okay, there's a third one. Now, this one is really interesting because if you watch it, and I just paused it for a second, in this one, they're actually explaining how the other guys' ED meds could actually give you a heart attack. Look at the guy faking a heart attack up there. Did you see that? Okay, now there's another one right there. So what are we at, 3 or 4 already? There's one. I think that's one anyway. It's some kind of gummy. It's just crazy. There's one with Julius Edelman. Just huge stars are getting involved in this too. There's one right there. 10x your erection game. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. There's one right there. Apparently Grindr, I'm going to pause it right there too. Grindr, the gay dating app, has now started their own line of ED medications. I kid you not. So let's just go on here. You're going to see some more. There's another one. Yeah, so absolutely just unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. And shame on Meta. Shame on Meta for having a system where advertisements pop up every, what was that, guys? 3 reels. You got another ad for dick pills. Unbelievable. I have no problem with them showing pharmaceutical ads. It's just the sheer number of them are ridiculous. Imagine if you were watching television 15 years ago and every couple of seconds an advertisement was on the screen. But hey, that's where we are. I'm going to do this in one take, and I'm going to tell you the shocking truth about this, okay? And I own a telemedicine company that sells some of these same products. But here's the thing, guys. Hims, for example, and they're a publicly traded company, so their information is kind of out there. Whereas for these private companies that are just being invested in by venture capitalists and things like that, they're not. Hims spends over $900 per new customer. Over $900. And when you, as the customer, signs up for something, you may only be paying like, I don't know, $120, something like that, that first month for your ED medications. Then you have to ask yourself, okay, well then how can they afford to do this? Well, it's because every single company that I showed you on those ads is not really selling you medication. They're selling you a subscription. They're selling you a subscription. You cannot even get medication from virtually any of these companies without being subscribed to continuously receive medication. Why does that matter, right? Because you're like a super smart guy and you're going to cancel and you're going to pause. And so, you know, what difference does it make? Raise your hand right now if you've ever forgotten to cancel or pause a membership. And I know you have to. Stop lying. Everybody has absolutely done it. Everybody has been at home one night looking at their phone. Oh, I'll check my bank account. And you get really angry because suddenly there's this thing that you told yourself and you promised yourself you were going to pause or cancel. Here's some research showing that basically having subscriptions doubles a company's revenue. So I just wanted to show you the sheer absurdity of these ads. And again, shame on you, Meta, for basically showing people unlimited advertising. It's hilarious when you actually stop your mindless scrolling and look at how many ads you're getting, right? But then also make you realize how much money is being spent on these advertisements to manipulate you into probably thinking your ED is worse than it is, into thinking that, you know, somebody's 50 milligram of sildenafil is better than somebody else's because this is in a chew and this is in a gummy and this one's, you know, Julius Edelman's promoting this one and et cetera. Look, 50 milligrams of sildenafil is 50 milligrams of sildenafil. Basically, with few exceptions. There's a little difference between like a troche and a capsule that you swallow, but really not enough to even have a good discussion about it. It's basically all the same. But what they're mostly manipulating you into are subscriptions. And just like if you were going to go to a timeshare seminar, right, you have to understand what the motives are. The motives are not really to sell you medication. They wouldn't even be in the medication business if they couldn't do subscriptions. They're trying to sell you a subscription. So pay attention and act accordingly. I'm Robert from Shameless Care. We'll talk soon.